Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we are going to tackle with forming a new equation with related roots. So now reading out the question, if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x squared plus 10x plus 8 equals 0, I have given this equation because it does not have rational solutions, it have irrational roots. So I have given this equation so that no one could just take out the roots and find another equation with roots alpha square beta and alpha beta square. There is a specific algebraic process we have to carry out before obtaining the new equation with related roots. So we have to find the equation with roots alpha square beta and alpha beta square. So now if just let's say that the equation x square plus 5x plus 4 would have roots alpha and beta. We can just solve the equation and obtain its roots and just calculate 4 square minus 1 or minus 4 minus 1 square. So we are getting minus 16 and minus 4. So we have the equation x plus 16 x plus 4. So we are getting x square plus 20x plus 64. So it would hold as an equation with the roots related to this one. There the roots are related. So we are going to find the related equation in case of this equation. So first of all, we are going to note alpha plus. We are just let me formally start the solution. I'm going to write the equation over here again. Let's formally start the solution. I'm going to do it on the next page. We have the equation. Just note, you should note the question on the previous page by rewinding this video, and it will be all clear. Just note down the question. I am writing the equation over here. Let us note alpha plus beta, that should be equals to minus 10, and alpha beta should be equals to 8. The solution, the how to find this is explained in the previous videos. Now we have to find the equation with roots alpha square beta and alpha beta square. So in order to find the b part of this equation, in order to find the b part, just we are going to find the b part equals minus b over a. So for the new equation, I'm going to write it bn so that any ambiguities would be removed. So alpha square beta plus alpha beta square should be equals to alpha beta alpha multiplied by alpha plus beta. We are going to take the common factor among these two terms, and we are going to find that alpha beta is the only common factor among these two terms. So we are going to take alpha beta multiplied by alpha plus beta whole. So again, now we are going to assume that an the value of is equals to 1. For the sake of simplicity, we are going to take the value of an is equals to 1. Later on we can modify this value. If we are going to obtain the values of b in decimals, we can modify this value, but right now for the sake of simplicity we are going to take an equals to 1. We are going to obtain alpha beta is equals to 8, alpha plus beta is equals to minus 10. So the value of b is going to be 80. Now in order to find the value of c, we must multiply these both terms. equals to Cn upon An. Now since An is equals to 1, we are taking An equals to 1, we have Cn equals to alpha square beta plus multiplied by alpha beta square. So just if we apply the law of indices and open up the brackets, we are going to obtain alpha cube beta cube is equals to Cn. N stands for the new equation. N stands for the new equation. So just don't be confused that C should be the value of C should be 8. No, it is the value of the new equation. We have written the values of alpha plus beta and alpha beta from the previous equation. So now we are not going to use it anymore, except when required. We are not going to use it anymore. We are going to use these values. So C, the C of the new equation, the constant of the new equation would be equals to alpha cube beta cube. We can just enclose it in a bracket and and cube the whole expression. That would be equals to this constant of the new equation. 8 cube equals Cn, and 8 cube is equals to 512. So now we have the equation An is equals to 1. So we have the equation An x square plus bnx plus Cn equals 0. Just n is kept in order to just prevent the confusion between this equation and the new equation we are going to obtain. N should be equals to 1, so we are writing x square as it is. Bn is calculated to be equals to 80, and we would obtain the Cn, that would be equals to 512, and we have the solution over here. Now just explaining what they actually are, just repeating it. If this equation have the roots alpha and beta, this equation is going to have roots alpha square beta and alpha beta square. Now this problem is solved more frequently through the substitution method. But we are going to see this method later on, because we have to start this topic along with the basics. So it is another method, and just for the people who know the basics of this method, um, we can take the expression uh, y is equals to alpha square beta square over x. So if we substitute alpha in place of this value, we are going to obtain alpha beta square, and if we are going to substitute beta in place of this, we are going to obtain alpha square beta. So alpha square beta square is equals to 64. So y is equals to 64 over x. We can make this sort of substitution in order to obtain this expression. In order to obtain the new equation, you can do it yourself if you know this method. Otherwise, in the later videos, I am going to explain this method, and until then, I am going to solve more questions on the quadratic equations. I will move on to the cubic equations, and then I will start this method. It's in the second bullet of the CIE syllabus, and we have to learn this in order to solve the past papers and in order to ace the examinations. So thank you very much. See you until the next video.